Peace. Infinite waters diving deep once again. Can I get a hello there? Things we can all do to make the world a better place. A lot of people ask me, how can we live in a more evolved civilization, society? And that's a great question. Close your eyes and imagine a highly evolved civilization. What comes into your mind? Maybe teleportation, telekinesis, people flying, hovercrafts, all kinds of beautiful, exciting tools. But also what might come to your mind is peace and harmony. No war. Someone sent me a documentary via my email called Origins. I watched it and I was blown away because it's just showing how far us human beings have strayed away from nature. And it just shows our ancient origins, where we came from, how so many of us were in tune with nature. We were in tune with the natural biorhythm of our bodies. Therefore, we lived in equilibrium with the planet. I've seen that right now we're living in wonderful times. But because the whole world is awakening, we are seeing the massive problems we have gotten ourselves into. Whoops! I just did that. I didn't mean to, but I just did that. I focus on solutions. That's what we do here in Becoming Your Greatest Version. And I say that we are on our way to a more highly evolved civilization. But why is there always a but? How do we begin? What's helped me along my journey is seeing that change must always start with yourself first. Some people say, I want to change the world, man. I don't like it here. I'm scared. That fear you have, I'm scared, is permeating the field all around you. Therefore, you are leaving a fearful imprint on the planet. So in essence, you are causing even more fear. The secret, once you change your energetic frequency, everything aligns to that same frequency. Along my journey, I've been working on myself for a long time. And every day, I'm in the process of becoming, ing. It doesn't stop. There is no beginning. There is no end. There is only evolution. There is only now. So every day, I'm finding ways. Can I learn something new? Can I eat healthier foods? Get rid of the GMOs? How can I free myself mentally, emotionally, physically? I got rid of my TV and my life changed. The television which tells lies to your vision. But you have the tell your vision. Did you buy it yet? Did you tell your vision? That's what it's all about. To express ourselves. But before we can do that, it's all about seeing that we are part of the world around us. We are part of this ecosystem. And planet Earth is part of the universe's ecosystem. It is worlds within worlds. Some people say, I'm living in the Matrix. I said, you're telling me. There are a lot of distractions around, but I say change always must start within. Ask yourself, do you accept yourself 100%? Do you love yourself 100%? Because when you don't see yourself in a positive regard, when you abandon yourself, now, in essence, you are abandoning the planet. That is why many of us are on the run from ourselves. No, sorry, I'm busy. We're always busy. But the change I've seen that has to happen within ourselves, the metamorphosis, takes time. I talk of the 4 levels of consciousness. The drone state. That was me just nodding my head like this. I was in amnesia. I forgot who I was, my true power, my true greatness. We are all powerful beyond measure. In the drone state, you don't even think for yourself. You're just like an automaton, a robot. When you become the artist, now you are speaking out. That's a great way for change. You are standing on your principle. Your core values are reflected in your art. And then the 3rd level is the alchemist, where you are seeing the chaos within yourself. And now you know why there is a war going on outside. Was that a song? There's a war going on outside. Really, it should have been, there's a war going on inside. I've seen, and the alchemist is all about seeing that you have to become your greatest friend, because if not, you will become your greatest enemy. Both of these live within ourselves. It's about synthesis, and that's the last level of consciousness, but they're more than that. The wizard is all about fusion, synthesis. They are aware of their lower nature, but at the same time, they are living in a more highly evolved state. The fusion of the heart and the mind. They don't only seek to take care of themselves 100%, but the world around them. And our ancient ancestors were tuned into nature. They were connected to the elements, water, fire, earth, air. And as we have become disconnected from this, many of us are living dysfunctional lives. All of us, because we are all connected as a collective. And the beautiful thing is that we are finding our way back home. So what I've seen along my journey in helping to raise the frequency of the planet, I do this by embracing nature every single day. Going out, breathing in that beautiful prana, paying attention to the detail. The artist that nature is mesmerizes all of us. You can only learn that in nature. The different shades and tones, and you just want to smile. Also, nature allows you to be yourself. It allows you to step into your natural biorhythm. But most of all, nature reminds you to slow down, slow down. My early journey consisted of working 12-hour days, rushing around the city like a neurotic cockroach on steroids. There was no peace in my mind. I only had a goal, and if I didn't get it, I wasn't happy. If I didn't fulfill it, I blamed myself. I took life so seriously. Nature reminds me to let go. Let go totally. Needs and wants. There is what we want. I want an iPhone. And there is what we need. What we need is the essentials. Food, water, shelter, a beautiful woman or man around us. You need the love connection alive, guys. And that's it. The rest is just wants, but we don't need it. And nature has shown me that in helping the world become more highly evolved, it's about showing us that simplicity is the highest form of sophistication. I'm not saying to give away all of your clothes, but you can if you want. But I've done a lot of letting go along my journey, and it's helped. Ecotherapy does wonders just to balance our mind, body, and heart. Ask yourself, how are you embracing nature more and more along your journey? Because I do it through eating more plant-based foods. That is the original connection, because the plants contain information, an important message, what I call the cosmic download. But if we are eating processed foods, now we merge into the same vibration of the foods we are consuming. So when you eat nature, organic foods, you become nature. Working with nature for me is about breathing deep from the base of my spine. Because you are realizing that we can't live without air for a long time. A lot of us, some people say, this world will take your breath away. But what happens when people start breathing deep from the base of their spines? They start becoming more mindful. When you become more mindful, you become more conscious. When you become more conscious, you become more aware. When you become more aware, you start taking more responsibility. And once you do that, you become your greatest version. The journey begins. There is no destination. There is only a journey. Along my early journey, I wanted to make it. I was rushing around, competing. But what I've realized is that the reason why ancient people were so in tune with the universe is because they lived in a symbiotic relationship with nature. Because they saw the simple secret that if they destroy nature, they destroy themselves. So they erased the illusion of separation. They saw themselves as nature itself. What's happened on the planet, just like in the film The Avatar, we feel that nature is a separate entity to ourselves. That is the Darwinian thought. But epigenetics is showing us that our environment influences our DNA. What I do along my journey is to realize the power I have to affect the world in the most powerful way. Some people say, I'm only one person, but all you need is one. Look throughout history, and it's only ever been one person, Buddha, who has inspired millions, billions of people around the world. That becomes the catalyst to set the ball rolling. When you place value on what you do, everything changes. People say, small me. I say, big you. You are powerful. Share with the world. Give the world alternatives to this one. Show them there is more to life. That this world can be anything we imagine, because the imagination is the image in action. And it all starts with our minds. Therefore, I say it's all BS. Belief systems. Therefore, to change the world, it starts with changing our minds. What we believe the world to be is nothing more than an elaborate story told to us when we were small. When I started to adventure, travel around the world, boy, was I in for a big shock. I started to realize most of what we have been told is a lie. Krishnamurti, the wonderful genius, said, life is a wonderful mystery. Not the mystery people talk of, not the mystery you read in books, but a mystery one has to discover for themselves. I'm not here to save the world. I feel it's wonderful when you allow people the freedom to experience their own reality. But I am connecting with those who remind me who I am every day and building up a network. And through that, the whole planet benefits, because now we start to live in a more highly evolved world. I love animals, and more I'm becoming more conscious of what happens behind closed doors in these factories where they are butchered, tortured. So I am aware, and therefore through awareness I change my actions, which in turn make the world a better place. I say you have ancient wisdom and modern curiosity. Now, modern curiosity has gotten us to where we are today. Whoops! That's good, but maybe we shouldn't have pressed that button. So now I've seen it's all about going back to ancient wisdom and the 7 Hermetic principles. As above, so below, as within, as without. We start realizing that everything is comprised of energy. And energy has no separation. So we are all one big ball of energy. If I feel sad and come into a room, it's going to affect the dynamics of the room. If I feel happy, it's also going to affect the dynamics of the room. The real secret I've seen is about fusing ancient wisdom from ancient Kemet, Sumeria, Europe, China, with modern curiosity. Now we have balance because we have the dance between worlds. But the ancient wisdom will keep us grounded. There's a reason why so many of us feel anxious on the planet, because we know we are not in alignment with the planet. Once you are in alignment with planet Earth, all ailments disappear. Meditation, a Harvard study showed that just from 6 weeks of meditating, people's MRI scans changed. It showed how people's brain structure changed positively. It does wonders. And that's why every day I am in mindfulness meditation. I'm not better than anybody else, but at the same time, I know we are all here to let go of society's expectations and to be free. A highly evolved civilization for me is where people can lose their identity. Everything society has told us we are is not who we are. Embarking upon my journey, I stumbled into an awakening that showed me I am infinite energy. Wow. Incredible. So we are unlimited in what we can create. More so, you're a nerd. Nerd. No one ever really dies. When we divide ourselves, you are from this country, I'm from that country. I am this skin complexion, you are that skin complexion. I work here, you work there. What happens when we have the synthesis? Now we begin living in a highly evolved civilization because the illusion of separation vanishes. Things people would do in a highly evolved civilization, not care what anybody else thought of them, because no one would be judging them like that. They would have more confidence. They would be more open and friendly, more kind, not because they have to be, but because they choose to be. Because in being kind to someone else only means they are being kind to themselves. But guess what? All of that is right here when we open our eyes and stop waiting for that highly evolved civilization to happen in 2050, 2080, and start making it happen right now. Start seeing that it can all exist in this present moment once we start tapping into that radical action and honoring all life forms on the planet. Modern curiosity has given us all of this wireless technology, iPhones and whatnot. But we have to ask ourselves, how is this technology helping us become our greatest version? A highly evolved civilization is one which creates technology to empower ourselves, to help us become our greatest version. And that is where the world is heading to. A highly evolved world is here, and it starts with you. We're here having fun. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace.